What's your recipe for commitment? Did you know that there is a commitment recipe? Take a look back over your life. What was the last thing you committed to, and why did you? Commitment is defined as two things. One, the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or an activity. And then two, a pledge or undertaking. So, when you commit to something, you dedicate yourself to that cause or activity, right? So, what does it mean to dedicate? To devote time, effort, or oneself to a particular task or purpose. I'll say that again. To dedicate means to devote your time, effort, or yourself to a particular task or purpose. In other words, you give yourself fully to it. Now, with this breakdown and understanding, I'll ask you again, what is your recipe for commitment? What does it take to give yourself fully to something? My recipe for commitment is equal parts of purpose, effort, and accountability to doing the work. I'll say that again. My commitment recipe is equal parts of 1, purpose, 2, effort, and 3, accountability to actually doing the work. So let's start with purpose. I have to understand the why behind what I am choosing to do. I don't go about my commitments haphazardly. Once I have identified the why, then I place my efforts. That's part 2. Effort. My effort is always going to be 100+% for the things that I commit to. Yes, I said it, 100+%. Because again, being dedicated to something means that you are devoting your time, your effort, and yourself to a particular task or purpose. So if I am going to commit to something, I am going to give it 100+% of my effort. The reason why I can give 100+% is because of the third part of my commitment recipe, which is I hold myself accountable to doing the work. Now, not everyone can hold themselves accountable to things all of the time. When this happens, you simply find or enlist support of an accountability partner. If you've never really committed to anything before, I mean going the long haul, right? If you've never discovered what it is that makes you give up easily, then try my commitment recipe. Consider the purpose. Why are you choosing to commit to something? Then your effort. How much of yourself are you willing to give to the project or the cause? And then holding yourself accountable, right? So again, if you've never really committed to anything, then you may discover that you do give up on things very easily. If you start with understanding your why or your purpose, you can then understand why there is a lesser level of effort than what you would prefer to have in committing to something. If you have a clear-cut why and you desire to contribute maximum effort, then the only piece of your recipe that is missing is that you must enlist an accountability partner to support you in your goals. Think of it like this. If you want to commit to a healthier lifestyle and fitness journey, you go in understanding the why: long life, less pain, more energy, so on and so forth. You do desire to put forth maximum effort in obtaining this goal, but the rigor of going and training and continuously exercising on a constant basis, meal planning or prepping, drinking enough water may just be a bit too much for you. So in doing and understanding this, you would enlist an accountability partner, a trainer, a personal chef, someone who will hold you accountable until you achieve your goal or until working towards your goal has become your new habit. When you get ready to enlist an accountability partner to help you stay committed, have the conversation openly and honestly. Through talking, the two of you may be able to identify weak points in your why, or you may discover that the effort required is greater than your current capabilities. Yes, current capabilities. That isn't to say that tomorrow or next week or next month or next year, if things in your life were to be different, you could commit more fully. You may not be fully aware of the fact that that's what's holding you back. And your accountability partner could identify these weak points with you. In this case, your accountability partner is serving as your second set of eyes and your sounding board to the project or the goal that you're wanting to commit to. This is true for new relationships, oftentimes new marriages, and new high levels of committed relationships hold themselves accountable by enlisting elders or professionals to help them stay the course. It's not to say that they are planning for their own failure. No, they are investing in the probability of their success by creating a winning recipe and understanding that we are limited in our own abilities. And until we gain that muscle, that strength, that vigor to be able to commit, we sometimes will need the help of an accountability partner. So, we all need to dedicate ourselves to many things in our lifetime. Some of us can more easily commit than others, but all of us have the ability to commit with a winning recipe. So, dare I ask you again, what is your recipe for commitment? Did you know that there was even a such thing? If you do not have a recipe, feel free to try mine. Contribute equal parts of purpose, understanding your why, effort, knowing that you have to give yourself fully over to that thing, and accountability, whether you hold yourself accountable or you enlist the support of an accountability partner to make sure that you do the work. Understanding that commitment is simply a little bit of the recipe that you put in place to ensure your success will enable you to commit more fully and thoroughly and do the work to that which you want to commit to. So again, I'm going to ask you, what is your current recipe for commitment? How do you ensure that when you sign up and show up, you are fully giving yourself over to the cause or the project or the purpose? If you do not have a commitment recipe, I challenge you to take all or some of the parts of mine. That is purpose, identifying why you're going to commit in the first place. Then effort, understanding how much of you it's going to take right now in this season. And do you have what it takes? And last but not least, accountability to doing the work. If you cannot hold yourself accountable, enlist the help of someone who can. I want you to believe in yourself and all that you are. Love yourself above all else, and to thine own self always be true. Until next time.